help support these efforts, we are going to wind down the Troubled Asset Relief Program, or TARP, the fund created to stabilize the financial system so banks would lend again.
I have taken the heart of man and let hell open, welcoming them into my warm arms.
But, by the way, part of this program, if in fact you had an order.
Lucifer, I rule supreme. I reign supreme.
Before we started this project, we thought we'd find out what the average Joe knows about local government. To do this, we thought we'd go to the streets. Let's ask this young man right here. What do you know about local government?
What's local government?
We have a lot of work on our hands. Now, to help us explain local government, we found the most knowledgeable person on the subject. Take it away, Walker. Thanks, Walker. Now, for those of you who didn't understand that, we found a talented artist to draw us a few diagrams about it.
The first thing you need to know about local government is the different forms they can take. The first form is the mayor-council form, which you're probably most familiar with.
See, in this form of local government, we have a mayor. The mayor holds executive power, while the city council holds legislative power. Look at that mayor. Look at him. He's an evil mayor. Anyways, back in the olden days, a mayor would sometimes abuse his power and make the council very sad. They used the political machine to gather public support on their side to guarantee victory. Nowadays, most mayors don't have that same kind of control, but the strong mayor type can still veto and has other powers that also makes the council sad. Look at that. There's that strong mayor whipping the council. Oh, that poor council.
Hey, look, it's a kitten. Another form of local government is the council-manager form. In this form, the council chooses the manager, who holds the executive power. Unlike a mayor, the manager is appointed to his office, which may work to create a more efficient assembly if the manager agrees with the council on several of these issues.
Thumbs up!
And now, a word from Dodd.
Why don't you two leave me alone? Oh, my burns!
Thanks, Dodd. Now, the last form of local government is the commission form. Unlike the other two forms, the council holds both executive and legislative power. This absence of a separate executive power doesn't allow the checks and balances of the separation of powers to take effect. But since this is only local government, it doesn't hold enough authority to become a tyrant. Yep, look at that tyrant there. He's angry, breathing fire. I would not want to get in that tyrant's way. Look at that. Oh, he's so big. raising his arm in protest. Oh man, like he can even burn his own hand and not even feel anything. All he cares is to oppress his own people.
Now that you know the forms of government, it's time to see how local government affects your life. I have with me an article from the Chicago Tribune talking about how Super Mayor Daley won't rule out CTA cuts. As you can see, the local government is very involved in mass transportation. And so if you ever need to travel to Chicago, you'll need to, and if you don't want to get stuck in that heavy traffic, you might need a train to take you there. And you don't want the train to cost a lot and not arrive on time, as services would be cut because of the certain budget crisis that is currently afflicting the CTA train line. Did I say bus earlier? I meant train. Don't you forget that, you. Anyways.
Now I found an article here about the local ruling in the Lake County courts that the mentally ill would be treated differently than the mentally sane when they are convicted. You see, the mentally ill, they do lots of crazy stuff, and they get put in jail a lot, but they should really be in mental institutes. And so this would help the mentally ill get help and also clear up space in jails.
This concludes our instructional video on local government. Now, I hope you've learned something, or relearned something if that's the case. And I want you to remember one more thing before we conclude, that this great country is a democracy. And the power is yours!
Wind! Water! Go planet!
I'm zooming.
Okay.
Before we started this project, we thought it would be a good idea to find out what the average Joe knows about local government. To do this, we thought we'd go to the streets. Hello, sir, madam. What do you know about local government?
What's local government? Do you have red
Ready.
Before we started this project, we thought it'd be a good idea to find out what the average Joe thinks about local government. So we went to the streets. Let's ask this man. Hello, sir or madam. What do you know about local government?
What's local government? Red change.